Lord have mercy, y'all. Mike Pence is weird. Like, I don't care what y'all say. I don't even know what state Mike Pence comes from, but Mike Pence gives me that, what is it, that Midwestern Mormon, I don't know, it's that weird, and being a Mormon doesn't make you weird. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it has that subtle, I live for Jesus, but I live for patriotism, whatever that word is. Mike Pence is weird. I don't know any other way to describe his energy. Not like creepy weird, because he's not creepy weird. I would say creepy weird is that young dude who works for Donald Trump. But Mike Pence has that where he prays over his penis before he has sex with his wife. Like, they hold hands and pray that their love making is amazing and that type of thing. It's just weird. It just falls into that weird Jesus walks, Jesus is everything, Jesus paid my taxes, Jesus cured my prostate, Jesus Jesus. It's just very weird. In his mind, he sees like the United States going back to like the 1950s when people knew their like neighbors and they, you know, they knew everybody's business and there was carpooling and people slept with their doors unlocked. But the reality is, in the 50s was good for certain groups of people, but it was not good for all groups of people. And that's why that motherfucker needs to be put in his place. Because I still think even after Donald Trump leaves office, I really feel he's going to try to run for president. And who in the hell wants to rewind a damn videotape, and people don't even use videotapes anymore, and go back to the 1950s? Who wants to go back to that? That was a terrible time for like minorities, women, and religious societies breed a great deal of falsehoods, you know, and it sets standards that people can't even stick to themselves. A lot of people think that Mike Pence is gay. I actually don't think Mike Pence is gay. I don't think he's gay. I just think that he feels that certain people and certain acts are destroying the United States, and there's a certain, you know, image that the country needs to have. But that's not the reality. You know, there's always been people who could never sleep with their doors unlocked, even back in the like 50s. So those flower shades or sunflower shades he has on is not Mike Pence. I don't think he's gay. I just don't. But I'm about to look into his life. I need a drink. like Mike Pence, when you hand him some wine, he just goes Father, Son, Holy Ghost before he drinks it. He really is religious. That's not an act. That whole Jesus walks is not an act. It's really not. He really is like religious. Like, he really is. Him, his wife, and all of that. Why don't we go into his childhood? I'm just gonna start off with what made Mike Pence how he is. So why don't we tell me, Spirit, about Mike Pence's childhood when he was a young child. Okay, so Mike Pence childhood, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Let me see. Oh, okay. His dad did not play. His dad was not a man who played games. His father was also somewhat temperamental. Like he kind of expected his kids to be perfect. It's that perfection. He expected his children to be perfect. I also feel his father was an older father. If he wasn't older, he had some very old-fashioned ways. But of course, like, Mike Pence is how old? 60 something or 50? I don't know. But very strict, very, very strict. So his dad is showing up as basically his role model, someone who kind of molded him or helped to like mold him. Now his mother had issues. His mother most definitely had issues. He was very loyal to his mother, very loyal, very close to his mom. So he did have a closeness there, almost like he felt sorry for her. I would most definitely say the dad was very happier than the actual mother. The mother was she was also a very Christian like woman, very, but she suffered from a lot of hardships, a lot. It almost feels gloomy, like the dad is okay but the mother is not okay. Also something about pregnancies or losing babies or having hardships with babies and that type of thing. He was shy. He was shy, but he was extremely intelligent. Very shy, but very intelligent. I almost feel like his father molded him, but his mother gave him a lot of her obsessive religious concepts. I almost want to say that she passed that down to him. It's funny, but I think Mike Pence experimented a little bit in the black arts. I'm not saying he practiced black arts, but I think he did have some type of interest in that, like in magic. I'm not saying he did magic, but he did have a very keen interest in it. Like he was into that type of stuff, even though I don't think people knew. I think he was. But this wasn't a happy household. Like, I don't care what no one says, a lot of the cards are gloomy to me. It seems like the only person who was really happy was his dad. I don't think so. Like, so why don't I hurry up and go? I don't see a lot of siblings for like Mike Pence. Because if he did have siblings, they really fought hard for their dad's approval. The mother, I don't know, y'all. She was just, I don't know. She may have tried. I don't really care. But he was never satisfied with his kids. His mother is still coming up as a very burdened woman. But when it came to intelligence, he most definitely took that. But I think he inherited his mother's religious weirdness. Okay, so but he inherited his father's like success. Him and his siblings, like, yeah. Mom was very kind of weird in a way. That type of thing. So let's go into his teenage years. How was his teenage? How was Mike Pence like? So Mike Pence was into some stuff now. Like he ain't all clean. He ain't all clean, guys. He had some stuff. As a teenager, what was Mike Pence like as a teenager? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. There's so much that Mike Pence wanted to do, but his mother would not allow it. It's not really his mother. It's weird. I feel like as his father's health started to deteriorate, his mother started to take over. So I'm starting to feel she started to have more dominant energy over her children's life. She wasn't here. She was not here for, she was not playing. His mother was like, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. No, 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 no. It was no. She in many ways did stagnate his growth. I feel like she limited his beliefs to certain things. It's like she didn't even want him playing certain sports. I almost feel he wanted to play certain sports, and his dad, I don't feel his dad mind, but his mother was like, I see a very athletic energy, but it's being suppressed. Like, you know, focus on your books, focus on your education. Why do you want to play this? Why don't you join the like debate team? Or why do you, it's like she was molding him, you know, by that age. There was affection, but it was affection, it's like Jesus. I don't know, it's just weird, y'all. And wherever he was, it was a very close-knit thing, and people did watch each other. But as he got, you know, older, he became very rules. He became very restricted by laws and rules, and but it feels like he wanted to do more, but he couldn't. So his mother pretty much set it down. Love is actually is coming up strong. He fell in love young with someone, but again, his mother ruled above that. So his father, it's weird. I'm seeing how his father, he wanted to be like his father, but his mother in the end was the one who ended up molding him. Yeah. So God and Jesus is what gave him power. It's what kept him moving. His faith is what kept him moving. Like, you know, okay, I can't do this, but I'm going to pray it away. He wasn't confused about his sexuality, but he was confused about when should I get involved with women. Also, he has a sister who is just like his mother. He has a sister who is just like his mother. But this is when love and sex, his mother ruled over love and sex. Like, his mother had control over him even when she wasn't there. It's a very controlled environment. I don't even think she wanted him to go to school out of state. There's no way he went to school out of state, not with those type of parents. He had to stay in state. There's just no way. I'm gonna read about it like later and see. But no ma'am. No. The cards are saying more, but I have to hurry up and read because, you know, I'm on a timer. So let me just keep going. I want to switch cards. So he found love young. Like, I don't feel Mike Pence was highly promiscuous. I hate to say this, y'all, but he's coming up as clean. He's coming up as someone, I'm not saying he's coming up as perfect, but when it comes to how he's lived his life, he is coming up as clean. I don't even see him as a heavy drinker. Like, spiritually, he has a lot of demons within himself because of how he was raised religiously. So he has certain belief systems which were never necessarily proven to be true. That's the problem. That's what's wrong with Mike Pence. Things were so military drilled inside of him that he cannot reject what he sees as a norm, because that's what was drilled inside of him. He is literally a result of his parents, like a lot of us are. Some of us are not really a result of our parents. We just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna live my life. But Mike Pence is a result of one religious father, but one religious nut mother. So yeah, very interesting. Why don't we see, I just want to, let's talk about the gays, honey. The YMCA, the Rainbow Crew, which, honey, I'm all for equality. If you love someone, you should be allowed to marry them. If you don't like what I got to say, unsubscribe, honey, because I have a problem with, okay, y'all had your time. Y'all had your time to institutionalize gay people, send them to psychiatric clinics, send them to, like, you know, mental wards and, you know, electric shock treatments, drugging them, Jesus camp, you know, trying to use religion and certain Bible verses to steer clear. None of that shit works. None of that shit works. None of that shit works. None of it works. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like what? You know, it's just amazing. I just want to know why Mike Pence has such a deep hatred for homosexuals, Black Lives Matters. You know, his little stunt he pulled when he spent $250,000 of taxpayers' money with their little, like, PR stunt when they ran, and, you know, he sat down for like 15 minutes and then he stood up and left. Honey, the only people who were impressed were Trump supporters, okay? We were not impressed, honey. That was a waste of taxpayers' dollars while you got mentally ill homeless people walking the, like, street. You spent $250 on a flight, bitch. I'm just done. But why don't we go into, like, Mike Pence and his tight booty hole ass? Because why does, I don't know, why does Mike Pence feel how he feels about gay people? Why does Mike Pence feel what he feels about gay people? 5, 4, 3, wow, 2, 1, stop. One thing I will say, Mike Pence actually sees gay people as growing in power. As growing in power, not just because of the numbers of gay people, but actually their power, their pull, what they're major players, or they're becoming major players in society. He feels that he's almost like surrounded by gay people, or he's heard of fellow colleagues who engage in gay acts, because I just don't think Mike Pence is gay. I just don't. I don't think he likes men. I really don't. Even though people say with that much hate he must be gay. No, he was raised to hate. That's where his hate is actually coming from, his crazy ass mother. So when you see, I'm not blaming her for everything, I'm just saying, but you can see right here in the 9 of Pentacles, he feels like he's surrounded around a whole bunch of gay people. Like everywhere he turns is gays. It's gays in places that he didn't even know. He feels that there's too many of y'all. Like that's pretty much, it's like how certain white people feel about too many blacks, too many Hispanics, you know, too many of y'all. You see what I'm saying? You know what is crazy? He really feels like gay people are trying to take over the world. There is a gay invasion with their red and white and their LGBTQ QRTRSs. He's like, I can't take it. He feels like, you know, he most definitely hates the laws. And I'm gonna tell y'all something that I keep feeling very strongly. I feel that Mike Pence is gonna play a role in picking another Supreme Court judge. I feel it's coming. Like, I can't even, I feel there's another Supreme Court judge coming. Not the one that they just got, but a new one. I think he's gonna play a heavy role in trying to what did I tell y'all? He hates that rainbow. He hates that YMCA. Y'all are too powerful. Y'all are all over. It's a threat. It's a threat to the fiber of society, politics. He doesn't want, he's not here for it. He's not here for it. Oh no, this was upside down, sorry. Y'all, he's gonna try to, when I see the card of the Emperor, and then I see this, and then I see like the rainbow has like gay rights and moving, he's gonna try to destroy something in order to rebuild something, y'all. So he does have, look, I'm not even paying attention to all this. My eyes are here. This is telling me all the tea. Oh yeah, y'all, he's after the gays. He hasn't even started yet. He is after gay people. He really is. Like, he does have a agenda. He really does. He really does. This man has a very strong agenda towards gays. He just does. He does. It's very strong too. It's very strong in the cards. He's trying to weed a lot of gays out. How, let me see. How is he, okay, will he succeed? Will Mike Pence succeed in weeding out gay rights and gay laws? Will he succeed? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Right now he's researching. The card of the Hermit is really somebody who is learning, who is watching, who is trying to figure things out. But he is trying to get, he's called out a war cry, a war cry. People still, what is wrong with this man? He's calling out a war cry, trying to get people to side with him. So he's trying to get more people on his side. King of Wands. Y'all, he need to sit down, honey, because he doesn't have enough support. In the long run, y'all, he needs more. He needs more. He has a lot of people who are going to fight him. Yeah. The cards, guys, aren't really in his favor. They're really not. So I think what's going to happen is, I think he's going to reshift a little bit towards like women's rights. So that is what is one thing. Mike Pence and his kooky Moses parted the like Red Sea ass. My problem with most religious people is that they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. And so many of them live in this la-la land that's not real, you know? Especially, how can you say that you're a follower of Jesus, but you have a problem with Black Lives Matters? You have a problem with someone who is kneeling to make other people's lives better. Like, but you all about Jesus. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. So why don't we go into like women's rights? Women's rights. Mike Pence on women's rights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Oh yeah, he's trying it too. He's trying. He's trying. Yeah, he's trying, y'all. Y'all, he is going to end something. He's going to end, and women, if y'all don't learn to take Jesus out of your damn uterus, this man is going to succeed at passing a law that limits us to have access. It's probably Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is not a place to just abort your babies, guys. That's what they want you to think. And it's so sad because in the Midwest, where they have a very high poverty rate, these places are here to assist women. He's gonna succeed. It's here. It's here. Y'all women need to stop putting Jesus into their damn vaginas and start fighting for their actual reproductive rights, to have access to the proper medical facilities and things that they need at an affordable price. Oh, he's coming, and he's going to succeed. He's gonna make so many cutbacks, y'all. I'm telling you, religion and politics does not mix. I have always known that, and I have always believed that. You can't be calling people the N-word and then turning around and crying in church over Jesus. You're a fucking hypocrite. Just like Mike Pence and his tight ass like booty hole politics. That's all it is, booty hole politics. Y'all, bye.